Act 2, Scene 1, Part 3. Again, this is the soliloquy, okay? So we've talked about the fact that the handle is before him. So he's got the choice to grab it like this, okay? But when he reaches to grab it, it's still hanging in the air. So it's not even hanging like this. It's not like somebody is playing tricks on him. Or could it be the witches playing a trick on him? And then that would be fate messing with his head again. So as we read the soliloquy, what we're doing is we're going to keep going here. And so this has a lot of kind of time period symbols, things that if you were in the Globe Theater in 1505, 1506, you would know what he's referencing. Remember, this is Macbeth is his shortest play. So he puts a lot of symbolism in there that you already know, so he doesn't have to spend time explaining the thought process. So he goes in and he says, art thou not fatal vision sensible to feeling a sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? So he's like, my brain is fried, right? He says, I see thee yet in the form as palpable as this which I draw. And so at this point, he's losing his marbles. And so he reaches down and he pulls out his own dagger. And he's got his own dagger and he's pointing it to the ghost dagger, the hallucinated dagger. And so he is like at war literally with himself, which is part of what Shakespeare is trying to show us. And so he says, thou marshals me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made of the fools of other senses, or else worth the rest. I see thee still. So even though he has the real dagger in his hand, he has what's real. He's still imagining something. And so he has the Thane of Glamis, he has the Thane of Cawdor, but he's still imagining what that kingship would be. Okay. And it goes down and it talks about the blade, the dungeon, gouts of blood, bloody business. These are, remember, you don't really have to know every single word, but the words that stick out to you, those are the important ones. He goes down and here it says in line 49, it says, nature seems dead and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings with withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf. So here we're going to talk about a lot of things that are nature. Nature related is representative of fate, okay? So he says the witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's. Pale Hecate is the queen of the witches. She's actually got a part in this play, but she's the queen of all the witches. And it says offerings and withered murder. So basically he's saying that by the witches telling him he needs to kill Duncan, this is their offerings to their queen. And then that withered death, that withered murder is his murder of Duncan.